peace for quality education, peace against child neglect and abandonment, peace against violence and insecurities in schools, peace for good nutrition and quality of life, peace against environmental hazard, peace against cultism and kidnapping.
Billions of children remain vulnerable and disenfranchised, greatly affected by the inequalities they face globally. Kemi Balogun, TVC News, Abuja.
And in business news, Nigeria's headline inflation eased to 32.15% in August 2024, down from 33.4% recorded in July 2024. Reflecting a decrease of 1.25 percentage points, it's the second consecutive monthly slowdown after easing in the previous months. The slowdown will provide some ease to Nigerians who have endured high living costs. On the year-on-year basis, the headline inflation rate was 6.35 percentage points higher, compared to 25.8% recorded in August 2023. Month-on-month basis, the headline inflation rate declined by 0.06%, recorded in August 2024. The report also shows that food inflation stood at 37.52% in August, while month-on-month headline inflation was 2.22%. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited on Sunday commenced the loading of the first batch of petrol from the Dangote Refinery, located in Ibejuleki area of Lagos State. Sunday, Binibo was there.
And without wasting time, the loading of petrol began for the first set of 10 trucks belonging to the NNPCL. For the management of the Dangote Refinery, this is a dream come true, not just for the refinery, but for the entire country, continent, and beyond.
After 52 years, now we have a solution. And the solution is local production of PMS. And it is from a Nigerian-owned company. And as an EPC contractor, it was constructed by a Nigerian company. So it's a matter of great pride that a Nigerian-owned company, constructed by a Nigerian-owned company, is able to generate PMS from the local crude and deliver not only to meet the entire requirements of Nigeria, but we can also have surplus to export. So it's a time and a moment of great pride for every Nigerian.
The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun, says the commencement of lifting of petrol from the Dangote Refinery is a significant milestone towards national industrialization and self-sufficiency in refining.
It is the resumption of Nigeria's march to industrialization. It is a return to something that we had before: local refinery, local supply of petroleum products in the Nigerian market. A key step towards energy self-sufficiency in Nigeria. We have taken an important step to energy security in Nigeria, not to talk of self-reliance and implementation of the government's policy of domestic investment or investment in domestic production.
Nigerians and other users of petrol believe that if this momentum is sustained, this historic event will gradually help the country to save scarce resources, at the same time strengthen the Naira. Sunday Binibo, TVC News, Lagos.
Meanwhile, the Nigerian Shippers Council says it is committed to improving the efficiency and competitiveness of Nigerian sports. The Executive Secretary, Mr. Payo Sakuta, highlighted the Council's ongoing efforts during a courtesy visit by the global CEO of PIL Shipping, Mr. Lar Castro, at the Council's headquarters in Lagos. Ifunaya Eze was there.
Commending PIL Shipping for positioning Nigeria as a key investment hub, the Executive Secretary, Nigerian Shippers Council, Mr. Payo Sakuta, outlined the Council's plans to develop inland dry ports to extend shipping services to hinterland regions, with PIL Shipping playing a significant role in facilitating inland cargo logistics. He further noted the Council's effort to establish a container indemnity regime aiming to streamline trade processes.
We are hoping that companies like yours will come into Nigeria with enough resources to set up structures here that will make Nigeria a hub to provide logistics business for the African market. We know that one of the areas that the African Free Continental Trade Area Agreement may have challenge is in the area of maritime logistics, which already we are seeing connectivity problems within even West Africa. Today, I tell you that ships that will move from Nigeria, for instance, to take other goods to other African states might end up in Europe before coming back to Africa. These are issues that we need to tackle with our partners like you in the few months ahead, years ahead, to ensure that this open market of over 1 billion people will help our partners to take a chunk of it to Nigeria and make Nigeria a hub for logistics business.
Mr. Las Castrop, Global CEO of PIL Shipping, stated PIL's commitment to promoting Nigerian exports on the global stage.
We believe that Nigeria has to have a special situation when we come from China. We need to make sure that we always call Nigeria one of the first ports, because this is the biggest port for us. Closer. But also should then enable us, and I would like my team here to look more at it, how can we then look at doing more export from Nigeria to the West Africa?
The partnership between the Nigerian Shippers Council and PIL Shipping is expected to significantly enhance Nigeria's maritime sector and drive economic growth. Ifunanya Eze, TVC News, Lagos.
Well, last week's securities prices show signs of recovery, while letting huge funds flow to the markets. As it portrayed renewed investors' interest in equities, the trade index on Friday climbed above 0.5 percentage points to stress the improved equities value. It was Flour Mills that took the biggest gain, which was over 9%. First Bank Holdings, WAPCO, Lafarge, Access Holdings, and Zenith Bank enjoyed price upgrade. Downside traders with losses included Vitafoam, O&O, African Prudential Insurance, UBA, and MTN. Asian stocks wavered and the dollar slipped today in a week, are certain to see the start of an easing circle in the United States, with investors flirting with the chance of an outsized move. The holidays in China, Japan, South Korea, and Indonesia made for thin conditions, and early moves were modest. MSCI's broadest index of Asian Pacific shares outside of Japan gained 0.3% after bouncing 0.8% last week. Japan's Nikkei was short, but figures traded as recent year gains pressures of exporters. S&P 500 features were little change. Nasdaq features dipped by 0.1%. Eurostock 50 features added 0.2%, and FTSE features 0.1%. DAX features also firmed 0.1%. Let's take you to oil prices now. And wrapping up the news now, crude oil prices a state mix today. WTI is up 0.70% to sell at $69.13 per barrel. Brent is up 0.49% to sell at $71.96. Bonnie Light is down 2.84%, sell at $78.62. And for the OPEC basket, dealers are offering $72.42. The market is up 2.23%. That's business news. Next is Football Tonight. Stay with us.